Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a random video, but I realized I had to make it once once I heard of what happened yesterday. Oh boy. Alright, so yesterday it was a very important event in most people's lives, at least early on, the first quarter of their lives. High school prom. For a good portion of my life, prom has been hyped up to be this great experience for whatever reason. And a great experience, sure, it's one of those experiences that you only have once in your life, where if you experience it with people, with maybe a dance partner, it might be pretty fun, pretty enjoyable. My aunt was always saying, "Oh, are you gonna go to prom? Oh, I can't wait to go to your graduation." It's all these, all these like very, very simple expectations for family members to have of you. But I knew back then, even when I was 14, 15, that I was most likely never gonna go to prom. Back in freshman year, I wasn't even ostracized at all. I had a couple of bros I could probably go with, if I didn't have a dance partner. It would have been probably a fun time. But over like the course of the past year or so, all that pretty much died out, and there was no chance of me ever attending something relating to my high school, probably like ever again after like junior year. It just never was something that I wanted to do because the connection wasn't there anymore. Once you stop talking to certain people, it just goes away. The connection you had is only temporary. It's only because you go to the same school that you were friends to begin with. And with girls, that ship is completely sailed, which is a funny thing because I remember back when I was a freshman, I said I would never date a girl from my high school, and that came true years later. I mean, I've had some success, but nothing really ever came to fruition. Either there's no true compatibility or I just fumbled. 0-7. So no girl and no friends. There's no point in me going to an event that has people that I did know in a certain point in my life. It would just be a very cringe stag moment. Because my mom's just saying, go stag, just go by yourself. I'm like, nah, I'm totally good off that. There's no point. It's like I'd be that dude in the corner with a drink while everybody else is partying. And I wouldn't even be drinking. Because it's a pointless event when you're not there for a reason, when you're just there just to be there and not having fun. It just feels too forced. Some people might say that this really isn't a big deal, but this can either make or break you. This is a defining point in your life. Whether you want to change for the better or you want to stay stuck in the past. Because if you peaked during high school, that's a term that people use a lot, but when you really peak in high school, your life is never really the same afterwards. You always go back and think about how great you were, if you even really were great. It could have just been a better version of you. And you're 36 years old, you're thinking of, ah man, I really could have gotten that girl. If I just said a few things differently, this could have been a completely different life for me. It's funny, I already find myself reminiscing over the past, and the past was only like a year or two ago. So I literally feel like an old man for some reason. And I shouldn't be feeling this way because I'm literally 18. But to you, dear viewer, if you find yourself reminiscing over something that happened a couple of years ago, and you're literally a teenager, you better make sure you change your life for the better or you might be stuck forever. Ooh, that kind of rhymed. At the end of the day, who really gives an F about high school prom? As long as you do well in your life, that's really what matters. It's what you end off with, not what you start with. You may start as a complete loser. Someone like me, actually. And you can change your life for the better if you take certain actions. If you keep going, can't give up too early, or your life is practically set in stone. It's like a hole that gets deeper and deeper the longer you stay in it. So if prom is past for you, or prom is upcoming and you're not going or either didn't go, keep your head up. Not that big of a deal. Just know, don't let it get to you too much or you might be effed. Have a good one.